Hey Algebra 1, I hope you all are enjoying your weekend. These notes need to be completed by Monday, and I recommend you start working on your desserts if you have not done so already. Okay, so today we're talking about absolute value and order of operations. So the absolute value is the distance from 0 on a number line, and it's always going to be a positive number. And it's represented by these brackets that you see underneath in examples. So if they're in these brackets and it's a negative, it's going to turn positive. So for example, number 1, if it's a negative 13 in these brackets, it's going to turn to a positive 13. If it's already a positive, like number 2 for 21, 21 is just going to stay positive. For number 3, they have an addition sign in between the two sets of brackets. So what that means is you have to find the absolute value of the negative 3, which is going to turn positive. Oops. And then it's going to be plus the absolute value of the negative 5, which is 5. And we know that 3 plus 5 is 8. For number 6, the brackets are around both the numbers and the operation. So for here, we have to solve first and then find the absolute value. So 21 minus 17 is 4. That's still in brackets. And then the absolute value of a positive number, is 4. For 7, now the operation is split again. So we have absolute value of 11, which is positive 11. Absolute value of a negative 5 is 5. And 11 minus 5 equals 6. Okay. For number 9, we have 15 minus 23 all in the brackets. So we'll solve that first, which is a negative 8. And then the absolute value of a negative is going to turn that positive. So if you want to do more examples, you can, but those are the only ones I had laid out for today. Okay, so order of operations, which is going to combine the absolute value with some other things. So you're going to simplify an expression using a specific order, because order does matter. So the first thing you need to do is your parentheses or your grouping symbols, which could be brackets, parentheses, or absolute value. You can do your exponents next, followed by multiplication and division from left to right always, and then addition and subtraction left to right always. You guys know this probably from PEMDAS, or please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Okay, so again, I'm not going to do every single one, but I am going to do a good chunk of problems. So, here we go. Very first one. So we have no parentheses, because this parentheses is technically multiplication, and we have no exponents. So the next thing you're going to go to is the multiplication and division from left to right. So this 7 plus can just hang out there for a bit, and we're going to focus first on this 54 divided by 3, which is 18. Okay, I'm going to drop down the times 2. We still have 7 plus. We still have multiplication, so 18 and 2 gives you 36. And it's still 7 plus. 7 plus 36 is 43. So that one wasn't so bad. Moving over to the right, now we do have an exponent for 14. So we have no parentheses, but we have an exponent. So that's where we're going to start. We're going to start right here. The 2 to the 5th power is going to give us 32. Okay, I'm going to drop everything down. Okay. Now we have to do our division, so that's right in the middle. 32 divided by 4 is 8. And now all we're left with is addition and subtraction, so we're just going to go left to right. So 17 minus 8 is 9, and then 9 plus 6 equals 15. Okay. Going down to 16, which looks a little bit more tricky. So let's zoom in so I have enough room. We're going to start in your parentheses, so we're going to start right here. And then within the parentheses, we have to deal first with that 2 as the exponent. So we're going to first do that. And I'm going to be cleaning up as we go. So we'll have 7, 2 squared is 4, plus 17. And in the denominator, we have this multiplication, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. Bring down the negative 14, and then 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, now I'm still going to go back to my parentheses, so I'm going to be right here. So 7 minus 4 is 3. Drop everything else down. So 3 plus 17 in the top, and then in the bottom, negative 14 plus 10 is negative 4. Keep going with the numerator. 7 and 3 is 20, divided by negative 4. So our answer will be a negative 5. Okay. Flipping over to the back, and I know I'm going fast, but I want to make sure I get the time in. Okay, so going to number 17. Now we have a lot going on. So here we go. We are going to start with the exponents and the grouping symbols here and here. So I'm going to do this all in one row. 8 minus 5 here gives you 3. So I have 3 to the third minus, inside my brackets, 5 squared is 25, and 4 to the third is 64. Bring down my division of 3. Okay, I'll do my exponent that's in the front, so that's 27. Now I'm going to clean up my brackets. 25 minus 64 is negative 39. And that's divided by 3. Okay, the absolute value of a negative 39 is positive. And I'll drop everything down. Now I have to do my division. 39 divided by 3 is 13. Drop this down. And 27 minus 13 is 14. I know I'm going quick. Bear with me. Okay, 19. I'm going to do a lot of this in a few steps, so follow along. We got our exponents first, so here and here. And then I need to clean up what's going on in the denominator. So 5 squared is 25. 3 to the fourth is 81. And then at the bottom, 2 to the third is 8. So I'll have 8 minus 5. And then 6 squared is going to be 36 divided by 9. And I'll try to write a little bit more legible up here. Okay, 25 minus 81 gives you a negative 56. And the denominator, this 8 minus 5 gives you 3. 36 divided by 9 gives you 4. And we're about ready to be done. We got negative 56. Multiply these two to get 12. And then they're both divisible by 4. So we'll have negative 14 over 3. And that's your final answer. So as long as you stay organized, you guys can do this pretty easily. Okay, 21. Now we have brackets, parentheses, exponents, division, addition, and subtraction. So the whole thing. So let's get this going. All right, we're going to look within our brackets, which are the squirrely lines, and you're going to focus on the parentheses inside your brackets first. So parentheses, 5 minus 9 is negative 4. I'll square it. I'll put the plus 2 back here. There's my little squiggly. There's my 3. There's my other squiggly. There's my 20 squared and my division. Okay, 20 squared is 400. There's the division sign that I'm really bad at drawing, apparently. Okay, got the squiggly. 4 squared is 16. So I'll have 3 times 16 plus 2. And I'm still cleaning this up. 3 times 16 is 48. Plus 2 in the brackets. And I still have the 400 and the division sign up front. 48 plus 2 is 50. So now I have 400 divided by 50, which we know equals 8. Okay, last one. If I get cut off, I apologize. Okay, so we have to do our parentheses first, and we have to do our bracket first. So I have a negative sign on the outside. Do my parentheses. 8 minus 11 is negative 3. It's cubed. It's minus. It's 3. Absolute value of 14, negative 14, is a positive 14. In the denominator, this 2 to the 4th is going to give you 16. Then you bring down the 7. Okay, exponents. Negative 3 times itself 3 times gives you a negative 27. And notice I wrote this sign right here, again, on the outside. Okay, and then negative 3 times 14 is negative 42. And then 16 minus 7 is 9. Okay, this negative with this negative, so this negative, negative 27, 2 negatives equal a positive. So I don't even need to write it, but I will for right now. So I end up getting a positive 27 minus 42 over 9. 27 minus 42 gives you, negative 15 over 9. They're both divisible by 3, so this reduces to a negative 5 over 3. Okay, so make sure you guys have the best weekend and have these notes prepared. I know I went fast, but please feel free to stop and pause as you need and watch it as many times as you like. If you have any questions, go ahead and email me. Have a great weekend. Bye.